Why leasing a car is almost always a bad idea. I'll cut right to the chase. Leasing a car is almost always a bad idea because it's a form of financing that puts you in a financial trap. And here's why. When you lease a car, you're essentially borrowing money from the dealership or the manufacturer to use that car for a set period of time. Now, this might sound like a good idea because it allows you to drive a new car off the lot without having to pay a large down payment. But there are several hidden costs associated with leasing that can make it a very expensive proposition. Let's break down the numbers on this 2023 Honda Civic. Lease for this car is $279 a month for 36 months with $2,000 down. So you might think that's a pretty good deal. You get to drive a new car off the lot and only had to put $2,000 down. But let's take a closer look at the fine print. At the end of the lease term, you have to return the car to the dealership, and if you don't, you'll be charged a hefty fee. The car should be in the same condition as when you took it, normal wear and tear. That means if you have any damage to the car, the dealership will charge you to fix it, which could cost you hundreds of dollars. The other thing to consider is that most leases require you to purchase a certain amount of miles per year. Anything over that, and you'll be charged a fee. For this Honda Civic, the mileage is limited to 15,000 miles per year. If you go over that, you'll be charged an additional $250 for every mile you drive over that limit. And believe me, those miles add up fast. So let's say you decide to keep the car for the full 36 months. That's 3 years. Now, if you bought the car outright, you would own it. That means you wouldn't have to worry about the condition of the car or the mileage limits because it's your car. You can drive it as much as you want, and you can modify it however you want. The only real downside to buying a car is that you have to come up with a down payment. Plus, when you buy a car, you can sell it. That means you can recoup some of your investment if you no longer want or need the car. You can also use a car as collateral for a loan. If you ever need to borrow money, having a car that you own outright can be a great way to secure a loan at a lower interest rate. It's not always a bad idea to lease a car. If you're in a unique situation where you can't afford to buy a car outright, then leasing may be a good option for you. But in most cases, it's just not worth it. So before you sign that lease agreement, think twice because you may be signing yourself into a financial trap. I hope this video was helpful, so please hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.